Testing, test.
We have no idea.
Good morning. We are live at Van Dyne Field in cold and windy Syracuse, New York. Temperatures just above 50 degrees. We're underway already here. Wesley Ma, the center fielder, junior, leading off for Penn State. Count is 3-0. Sorry to be joining you late. I'm Jacob Roba. I'm joined by my partner, Jared Strumminger.
Hi, Jacob. It's good to be here. We're very excited. Obviously, a little chilly, but you know what? There's always a good day for baseball.
And Justin Zamkoff on the hill for Syracuse. Tough start here in this first at bat. Counts 3-1 to Wesley Ma.
Come set.
Swing and a miss by Ma. And the count is full, 3-2. Zamkoff battling back. Was behind 3-0.
Wesley Ma is a junior, starting in his third season for the Penn State Club baseball team.
And there's ball 4 from Ma. So an early base runner for the Nittany Lions. And now it'll be Owen Shaw, a freshman third baseman, making his collegiate debut for Penn State.
So you mentioned it's their collegiate debut. You want to mention why?
Freshman, first time for Penn State out this season. Syracuse already played 3 games this year. They take on Ithaca, throw over to first base, and he got him. Justin Zamkoff picks off Wesley Ma at first base.
It was a beautiful pickoff move. Nice, quick, clean motion, and great tag there by sophomore Jack Levine.
A little bit of an issue with the umpiring today. No ump behind home plate. The one ump standing behind the pitcher, calling balls and strikes. And he calls Ma out on the pickoff there.
Ball 1.
And Zamkoff's second pitch just on the inside, and it's 2-0.
Zamkoff is working particularly fast. I don't believe they have a pitch clock here in club baseball, but he's still working nice and fast. That ball's high, 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes for Zamkoff. 2 straight 3-0 counts. Here's the pitch.
There's a strike.
And it's in there, strike.
And Jacob, what's so essential about starting the game is you have to start the game with some good pitching. You start the inning walking 2-3 batters. Even if you get out of it, it's just demoralizing for the team. You want to get your guys back in the dugout as quick as possible.
And there's another walk for Zamkoff, who was lights out last time out for Syracuse against Ithaca. He went 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, but 9 strikeouts in a dominant win.
And only 1 walk, which seemed to have been plaguing him so far early this game.
You mentioned the 1 walk, already 2 walks today. First pitch in there. Strike 1, it's Chase Blanchard, another freshman for Penn State, making his collegiate debut. 3 of them in the top 5 of this lineup.
Picks off again. Now time. A little too late.
Zamkoff's pitch, runner goes from first. In the dirt, easily in there to second, no throw down. So now Penn State with the runner in scoring position. Owen Shaw. And Zamkoff, another count in which he's behind early.
Just got to get one over the plate. Just try to get one by him.
Runner on second. Zamkoff sets and delivers. That one fouled way back down the first base line. And the count's 2-1. Syracuse looking to get to 4-0 today. Good start against Ithaca. Won all 3 games in dominant fashion. And now Zamkoff's pitch. That one's high. 3 balls and a strike to Blanchard. Now Zamkoff readies and pitches. That one's low. Another ball.
No, I think that was a swing, Jacob. Got him on the check.
Oh, swing. They got him on the check swing. You're right. And a strikeout for Zamkoff. So 9 last game. Another one there. So good rebound for him. Allows 2 walks. Picks off 1. And then a ball in the dirt. Lets the runner go to second. And then coming back with the strikeout. So a good job by Zamkoff. First pitch in there for a strike.
And that pickoff of the first batter was huge. Obviously, you don't want to walk the first batter of the game. You want to get him out. But it was a great rebound by Zamkov to make sure that run doesn't cross home plate.
Another one in there for a strike. The Penn State dugout doesn't like it. And Mark O'Brien, first base sophomore for Penn State, is behind 0-2. Zamkov trying to strand the runner on second. Ready? And the pitch. Runner goes, and he hit him.
Ooh, those never feel good, especially on a cold day like this. The ball stings a little extra.
That one way inside, got him in the arm as he shakes his right hand off, it seems. So now runners on first and third with 2 outs. Or no, they send the runner back to second. So runner went, but on the hit by pitch, no advance. So first and second, 2 outs. And now Ian Zaorczyk, the designated hitter for Penn State, comes up to bat. First pitch to Zaorczyk was in there for a strike. We mentioned before the broadcast that Penn State last year playing in the Chesapeake North Division as Zamkov fires one in for a ball. It's 1-1. They played in the Chesapeake North Division prior to this season, now joining the New England West Division with Syracuse, this being their first game of the season and also their first game in that division with the Orange. As Zamkov delivers another ball, it's 2-1. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, no score, top of the first. Here at Van Dyne Field in Syracuse. Zamkov's pitch, another one inside, and it's 3 balls. Really windy day out here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the ball travels. Obviously, we haven't seen a ball hit yet, but the wind seems to be blowing a little bit out to right field. So it's interesting to see where the ball is going to go.
And Zamkov delivers ball 4, so Penn State has the bases loaded here. A little bit of trouble for Zamkov. That's the 3rd walk he's allowed. So 3 walks and a hit by a pitch. Just the 1 walk last time out for Zamkov against Ithaca, and already 3 here in the first inning.
I was going to say, it's uncharacteristic of him. We were watching him warm up a little earlier. He seemed to be locating the fastball well, and catcher Oliver Green was very happy with the changeup. So I'm curious to see, are they going to go to the changeup here in this at-bat? Maybe start with it.
And now another freshman coming up for Penn State, Joey Badillion, their starting shortstop. 3 collegiate debuts for Penn State, 3 freshmen in the lineup. So a young team, but a team that Penn State that lost in the regional final last year. They have high hopes, and they're hoping these freshmen can contribute right away. Zamkov's first pitch swung on and missed by Badillion, and it's 0-1.
Badillion, like so many players on this team, is originally from Pennsylvania. He's originally from the Pittsburgh area. Went to Peters Township High School. And yeah, it's just a lot of local boys on the team.
Second pitch from Zamkov in there for strike 2. And then Zamkov strikes him out. 3 pitches, 3 swings and misses for Joey Badillion in his first at-bat. Zamkov strands the bases loaded, 3 walks, a hit by a pitch, but he avoids any damage. And we go to the bottom of the first, no score here in Syracuse. Welcome back as we get set for the bottom of the first here at Van Dyne Field in Syracuse. The Orange and the Nittany Lions for you today in game 1 of the 3-game set. In the first, Justin Zamkov stranded the bases loaded for Syracuse, avoided any trouble, so no score as we head to the bottom of the first. For Penn State, it'll be Nate Cabot starting on the mound, the junior, number 30. As we get set for Syracuse to step to the dish for the first time in their lineup. Alex Cordner, the senior, plays center field. He'll bat first. Christian Thack, a senior, plays second base, batting second. It'll be Adam Neufeld coming off a big series against Ithaca Lake, a junior, playing shortstop, batting third. Oliver Green, the freshman, making his 4th appearance for the Orange. He'll do the catching and bat 4th. Justin Zamkov, the pitcher, a junior, bats 5th. Jack Levine, Over at first base, the sophomore bats sixth. In the seventh spot, it's Finley Thompson, a freshman, playing right field. Robbie Fragola bats eighth, the sophomore playing third base. And to round it out, it'll be the freshman Keenan Sawada playing left field, batting ninth.
I'm super excited to see what Alex Gordner can do today. He had a huge series for Ithaca to start the season. First game, he had 5 total base hits, 5 RBIs. I'm just excited to see what he can do today.
And 8 RBIs total in that series for Gordner against Ithaca. Really a dominant offensive performance for him, looking to carry that over to this series with the Nittany Lions, and he can get it started right here in his first at bat.
Also worth noting is what we call the Syracuse Shohei Ohtani, Justin Zamkov, batting fifth. He went 1 for 2 with a double in the first game versus Penn last series.
Cabot's first pitch in there for a strike to Gordner, so it's 0-1. Cabot sets and the pitch. That one's high and inside. 1 ball and a strike to Gordner. Third pitch from Cabot, grounded up the third base line. Tough play. Charging, fires, and O'Brien has got it at first. And there's one down for Syracuse.
Oh, that's a tough play to make, Jacob. We saw a similar play last night in the World Series. Max Muncy charging on the short hop and throwing out the runner at first, especially when you have a fast runner like Gordner. You really, there's no margin for error there. You got to be quick. You got to make a good throw, and he did today.
And how about the freshman for Penn State, Owen Shaw, getting into the action defensively right away as Cabot delivers the first pitch for a strike. Christian Thack, the senior second baseman, at the dish, and he's behind. No balls and a strike. Cabot's second pitch swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2.
Obviously, you don't want a 1-2-3 start, especially given the trouble and the traffic that Zamkov had in the first. And you want to buy your pitcher a little bit of time as he puts that one into play.
Ball rolled over to second. Quick throw and retired. Michael McGonigal making that play, the junior. And 2 down for Cabot and the Nittany Lions here in the bottom of the first. And now it'll be Adam Neufeld.
From Syracuse Club baseball member Jason White that Adam Neufeld is their leader on the field. He plays the game the right way. He holds his teammates accountable, and I think he's a table setter. And let's see what he can do and get on, maybe set up the big boys.
Cabot's first pitch was on the inside for a ball, so Neufeld's ahead of the count 1-0. Second pitch fouled back against the fence.
All right,
count evens up 1-1.
I think he sees it. Obviously, this is the first time that anyone on the Syracuse Club baseball team is facing this pitcher. So it's going to be a challenge. Obviously, the first time you face a pitcher, you have no idea what they throw. You have no idea what it looks like coming out of the hands. You just got to adjust.
As Neufeld grounds one to short. Throw over to first. And in time. So 1-2-3. Go the orange. In the first, Joey Badillion with a nice play to short. 3 groundouts for Syracuse. And we head to the top of the second. No score here in Syracuse. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Top of the second here in Syracuse, between Syracuse and Penn State. No score. Zamkov's second pitch after the first one was fouled back. And then for strike correction, I'm sorry. Little technical difficulties with getting our setup here. We had to broadcast the first inning out of the back of a car. Now we were able to get a table and chair set up. So a little wrestling around getting our setup here down the first base side, but we're good to go.
Sorry, we're dealing with a little bit of wind right here. Our papers are going all over the place, but we're here to provide you A-plus commentary, especially for this club baseball game, as Zamkov comes set. The pitch. Put in play. Jack Levine fields it, the first baseman, and jumps on a first, a 2-foot stomp on a first base. Wonder what that was about.
Bro,
Two down quickly for Zamkov here in the top of the second. A much more stress-free inning for the Orange after loading the bases in the top of the first.
Zamkov quickly gets ahead, 0-1, as he comes set in the pitch. Fouled straight up, right towards us, and don't think it's going to stay in play. Goes right back behind the dugout. Play-by-play commentator Jacob Robon will be back in a second. His papers flew all over the place again, refusing to put a paperweight down, as Zamkov has had a clean inning so far, and I think he's around 10 pitches this inning. So let's see if he can escape trouble quickly.
There's Zamkov's pitch, high and inside, so 1 ball and a strike. 2 down here in the top of the second. Zamkov pitches. That one's hit down the left field line. Charging on it and making the play is Keenan Sawada. So 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the second for Syracuse. Good inning for Justin Zamkov after a tough first inning. And we head to the bottom of the second, no score. Welcome back. Bottom of the second here in Syracuse. No score between Penn State and your Syracuse Orange as freshman Oliver Green steps to the dish. First pitch from Cabot was in there for a strike. 0-1. Nate Cabot, the pitcher for Penn State, a junior, facing the freshman for Syracuse. His second pitch was in the dirt, and
50,
it's 1 ball on a strike.
56 feet. Wasn't a great pitch.
Cabot ready to deliver the third pitch of the at-bat. And the pitch, grounded, second base, scooped, fielded, and thrown to first. And there's 1 down here in the top of the second.
I have to say that there's been 4 at-bats, 4 groundouts so far. So maybe we have a pitch-to-contact pitcher. You don't need to only strike out batters. We've seen MLB success with players like Jose Quintana, players like Clay Holmes, who aren't necessarily strikeout guys. They know how to induce weak contact to a fielder.
Now Justin Zamkov in for Syracuse at the plate. Also doing the pitching today as he's behind 0-1. Cabot fired in a strike. Second pitch, that one on the inside. So 1 ball and a strike to Zamkov.
If I'm the Syracuse club team right now, I'm just going to try and work counts. Obviously, you want to try and get to a bullpen as quickly as possible for games like this, a doubleheader. And that ball comes straight at us and thankfully just went over our head.
Yeah, hard foul ball right in our direction, right over our heads. Definitely do not want to get hit by something like that. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Zamkov. Pitch. That 1 ball behind, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count evens up. Readies and the 2-2. That one just high. Penn State. They don't like it over in their dugout, but a ball nonetheless and a full count for Zamkov. Syracuse trying to get their first base runner here. 3 up, 3 down in the first. And a ground out here already in the bottom of the second. And there's ball 4. So Zamkov is aboard and Syracuse has its first base runner of the morning.
Now let's see if he's active on the base paths. I've heard Mr. Zamkov's pretty fast. Let's see what he can do.
Jack Levine, the first baseman for Syracuse.
Not to be
Sophomore
confused with
stepping
the
up.
other Jack Levine. Because Jack Levine is a sophomore. As he puts the ball into play.
Levine grounds to second, chance for a double play. Flips, throws, fires to first. And in time, so Syracuse gets their first base runner, but a nice job by Michael McGonigal and Joey Badillion to work the double play. And the Orange go down in the bottom of the second. We'll head to the top of the third when we come back. No score in Syracuse.
Welcome back to Van Doyen High School here in Syracuse, New York. I'm your color commentator, Jared Strominger with Jack Levine, and this inning is sponsored by the Cutie Patootie Podcast, brought to you by Shane Rich and Jason Weiss. Check it out on anywhere you find your local podcasts.
Welcome back. Third inning set to get underway here at Van Dyne Elementary School. A brief meeting on the mound for Syracuse. They give their pitcher Justin Zamkov some love as he gets set to face the top of the order for Penn State. Wesley Ma, the junior center fielder, stepping up for his second at bat.
And obviously, Wesley Ma got picked off in the first inning. A little aggressive on the base paths. I wonder if that's something in the game plan or something in the scouting report about Oliver Green, the catcher, if he has maybe not as strong of an arm. But, we haven't had a chance to see it yet because Justin picked him off.
Zamkov's first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 to Ma. Wesley Ma last season walked 13 times in 53 plate appearances. As Zamkov's second pitch was off the zone for a ball, so 1-1. But 13 times in 53 plate appearances last year, Ma walked as Zamkov delivers another strike. And already 1 walk here today. Zamkov sets for the 1-2. The pitch, low into the dirt, bounces way back off the screen. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wesley Ma, 283 hitter last season for Penn State, a team that nearly reached the NCBA World Series as Zamkov delivers a pitch that's swung on and missed by Ma. So he works the 2-2 count and then gets the strikeout So one down here in the top of the third.
Always great to start an inning with a strikeout. It just sets the tone well for your pitcher. He's locked in, he's dialed, and excited to see if he can get through this inning quickly like he did the second.
And last time up against the top of the order, Zamkoff delivers ball one high. 3 walks in that inning. So, and Shaw fouls one back, and the count goes 1-1. 1 ball and a strike. Zamkoff delivers. That one in there for a strike, and now it's 1-2. Zamkoff ready in the pitch. Grounded. Right to first base. Levine. Zamkoff runs over the throw, and they got him. Great job by Zamkoff to cover first base.
Wait for him to get over there.
And Owen Shaw is retired, so 2 up, 2 down to start the inning for Syracuse. Chase Blanchard now stepping to the plate for Penn State. Another freshman in the lineup. Zamkoff's first pitch in there for a strike.
That looked like a slider, something breaking. It looked like a good pitch. It looked like it started right at the hip of Blanchard and just broke back into the strike zone.
The 0-1 swung on and missed. Hard cut there by Blanchard. And Zamkoff's got it 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from Zamkoff. That one fouled way back. So Blanchard stays alive. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the third inning. No score here at Van Dyne Field in Syracuse. Zamkoff's 0-2 again. That one high as Blanchard ducks out of the way. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Zamkoff readies with the 1-2. That one grounded. Good play by Zamkoff on the mound, jumping up and firing over to first base. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 goes Penn State. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Syracuse coming up next. Welcome back. It's a cold, cold day here in Syracuse. Wind is howling, to say the least. My hands certainly feeling the conditions, freezing cold out here. But we're here nonetheless and enjoying some Syracuse club baseball as Finley Thompson, the freshman right fielder, gets set to step to the dish. Jared, what can you tell us about Finley last time out against Ithaca?
So Finley's a freshman. He started for the first time last week against Ithaca. He went 1 for 4 in the first game with a strikeout, but he also finished with the triple, which obviously, as baseball players know, triple is the hardest hit to get in baseball. It requires both power and speed. So obviously, Finley Thompson is a good example of both. Syracuse club baseball player Jason Weiss told me that he really loves Finley Thompson. He loves what he brings to the team. He's a contact hitter. He'll put the ball in play. He rarely strikes out. So if he strikes out, you know you're facing a good pitcher.
Second pitch Thompson faces, that one foul tip as he went for the low pitch from Cabot. First was the ball, so it's 1-1. Cabot's pitch. Thompson thought about it, but it's low. So 2 balls and a strike.
One thing to mention about this Syracuse team is they're dealing with some injuries. Even pitcher Justin Zamkov, he had an injury. I believe he hurt his labrum earlier this season. He used to catch also, but I believe he's pitching only now, and sometimes he still hits. Starting first baseman junior Jason Weiss hurt his shoulder in an intramural football game recently. He's out on the IR for the extended period of time. We have no idea how long, which gives the opportunity for Jack Levine to get the start.
While you were talking, Finley Thompson able to work a walk, so good start to this inning for the Orange, an early base runner. Second walk of the game for Cabot. No hits for either team yet. Just walks and the lone hit by pitch as Cabot fires over to first. Diving back in was Thompson. Robbie Fergola, sophomore third baseman, now stepping to the plate for Syracuse. Cabot looks the runner over. And a pitch. That one in there for a strike, so no balls. And a strike to Fergola. Fergola, the sophomore, just joined the team this year. So sophomore in his second year at Syracuse, but did not play last year.
I've been told he's a very good defender. He looks very natural in the field, especially when he's playing second base. He's a middle infielder through and through. He can play up the middle any position, but especially at second base is where he's most comfortable.
Another thrower from Cabot there as Thompson dives back in.
Ooh, late strike call there by the umpire.
The Penn State dugout doesn't complain. No balls and 2 strikes now to Fregola. Cabot ready with the 0-2. Fires back over to first. Thompson dives back in safely.
I believe that's the third disengagement, Jacob. I guess they're not caught up with MLB rules yet.
I don't believe the pitch clock has fizzled down to college club baseball yet, Jared. Here's Cabot's pitch. That one grounded. Cabot runs over, and it's going to roll foul.
Foul ball.
So we'll do it again. Fregola trying to stay alive in this at-bat. Got behind 0-2, fouls that one off.
It was always my least favorite thing when I was playing baseball, was hitting a little dribbler like that waits till the last second to go foul, especially for a bigger man like myself. You use a lot of energy rumbling down the first baseline, and by the time you have to run all the way back to the plate, try and catch your breath and swing again.
I love the commentary on that, Jared.
Ooh, that one's put in a play.
One. Shortstop fires over to second, and that's all they'll get. So Fregola reaches first on the fielder's choice, and Finley Thompson retired at second. Joey Badillion made that play.
It was a closer play than it needed to be.
It was a hard-hit ball, too. Mm-hmm. Badillion a little slow getting it over to second, but they make the out nonetheless. So 1 out here in the bottom of the third. It's now Keenan Sawada for Syracuse as he takes a hard cut, fouling that one back off the screen. So he's behind 0-1.
One thing I've noticed about this pitcher, Cabot, is that his pitch out of the stretch, it's quick. It's almost like a quick pitch. He's quick with his feet. He's quick with his motion. So, it's hard to keep back. It's hard as a runner to try and clock him internally when he's coming so quickly home.
The 0-1 from Cabot. That one popped up third base side, and it's going to go foul. So no balls and 2 strikes for Sawada.
Did you happen to catch Game 1 of the World Series last night, Jacob?
I did catch Game 1 of the World Series. What a game!
What a game! Alex Verdugo made a great play in was it the 9th or the 10th inning? I think it was the 10th inning with Shohei Ohtani put a ball in foul play, or put a ball into foul territory, and Alex Verdugo put his body on the line to go make that catch.
That was a tremendous play from Verdugo. Ended up
not really mattering.
It ended up somewhat costing the Dodgers though, because that play he threw it in from the stands, which gave the runners the ability to advance, because by rule, with if you play the ball out of play, runners get to advance, and then the Yankees, I apologize, ended up walking Mookie Betts to face Freddie Freeman, which they would not have done had there been a runner on just first and second, because they wouldn't have put that second runner in the scoring position. So ended up working out as Sawada strikes out looking there by Cabot, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
Getting back to that game, Freddie Freeman, known Met killer, decided to do something against the team, not the Mets, and he broke New York fans' hearts everywhere.
Top of the order, back up for Syracuse. Alex Porter, senior center fielder, stepping to the plate. It is really windy out here, Jared.
These balls even these balls going in foul play, they're moving a lot.
Cabot's first pitch.
Ooh,
In there
nasty.
for a strike.
Nasty curveball. I don't know if you saw that, but Alex Gordner ducked out of the way, assuming that ball was going to come in and hit him, but it came right back over the middle of the plate for a strike.
Really good pitch there by Cabot. Had Gordner fooled.
I think he's about to go. Yep, there he goes.
Runner goes from first. Throw down. It is not in time. So a steal there from Robbie Fergola, the sophomore, safely into second. And now a runner into scoring position for the first time this morning for Syracuse. One ball and a strike. Cabot sets. And the pitch. That one grounded through the hole
Base
on
hit.
the left side, a base hit.
Go.
Fergola's going to go home. The
Go.
throw to the plate. It is not in time, and Syracuse is on the board first. Alex Gordner, a base hit to left. On the throw down to home, he gets to second. So Syracuse an early 1-0 lead on their first hit of the morning.
That ball went low and away, and he put it right back where it came from. He poked it up the middle, past the shortstop, and little error on the throw to second base. He was dead to rights out at second base corner, but little miscue allows the runner in scoring position with 2 outs for who's up now.
And now it's Christian Thack, senior second baseman. He grounds one over to second base.
Ooh, he slips.
Down to make the play for Penn State was Michael McGonigal, and that will do it for the bottom of the third. Syracuse does get the first run of the morning on a single by Alex Gordner. 1-0 Orange as we head to the top of the fourth. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Top of the fourth, about to get underway, but we have a quick message from one of our sponsors.
This fourth inning is brought to you by Slice Sports Management, created by Jacob Tillum and Brandon Gilbert. For all of your NIL deals and needs, check out Slice Management on Instagram.
Mark O'Brien about to step up to the plate for Penn State. He was second on the team in RBIs last year, 11. He hit 409 in 44 at-bats, so he can do damage in the 4 spot for the Nittany Lions.
One thing that's going, I think, a little under the radar is pitcher Justin Zamkov has really settled in since that first inning. I believe he's only allowed 2 base runners since that first inning.
3 walks and a hit by pitch in the first inning, but no damage done. He's not allowed to hit yet in this game. Zamkov's first pitch, fouled hard down the first base line, right in front of us. And Zamkov has the hitter behind 0-1. Thought that one was coming my way. A little scary there, but we're good. And Zamkov readies with the 0-1. That one, a bunt from O'Brien. Zamkov down the third base line, fires to first. Not in time as Levine just missed it. No advance, though, from O'Brien on the pass ball. And Penn State has their first hit. That will be scored a hit. Really good job by Zamkov to get over there quickly and nearly made the play. But O'Brien reaches on the bunt single. So Penn State with an early base runner here in the top of the fourth.
Appears they're going to a pinch runner. I don't know if he's out of the game, or I don't know the rules of this league. I don't know if he can still bat.
No, you can definitely still bat and play, but pinch runners are certainly allowed. It's number 36, Christopher Gesk, a sophomore from Uniontown, PA. Zamkov's first pitch in there for a strike. big secondary lead there from Gesk. Certainly looks like he wants to go.
I think if you're Zamkov, you have to throw over, even if it's not a real throw. Oh,
And he does.
right on
Yes.
cue.
Gesk slides back in. Yeah, you mentioned right on cue.
I was going to say, it doesn't even have to be a serious. Oh, he goes again. Just let the runner know that you're watching him and he's not running without a throw over.
And they certainly have done so here with Gesk. Big lead off of first. Zamkov ready on the pitch. That one in there. And it's no balls and 2 strikes now. First Zaorchik.
Sort of last name Zaorchik. My favorite part about baseball is all the different last names you can have as he throws over. Ooh, a little bit of a closer play.
That one was a close one, but Gesk in there safely. So 3 throwovers here. So they're really keeping a close eye on that runner. Zamkov's pitch, going in the dirt.
Blocked well by catcher Oliver Green.
Good set, told me Oliver Green, freshman, said he's just a flat-out stud, and they expect big things from him for this team.
I was told the same thing by Jason Weiss. They were in need of a catcher, and he answered their prayers as that ball comes back towards us.
A lot of foul balls coming our way. I'm getting a little scared here, Jared.
Hopefully, a ball comes, a little bit towards us. Let me flash the leather a little bit. Don't have a glove, but as a former baseball player, I feel confident making a play jumping over this table for one.
Zamkov ready to deliver the 1-2, but fires over to first again. Gesk, another dive back in, and he's safe. So the 1-2 will wait another moment. Zamkov ready on the pitch. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. So Zaorchik down on strike, swinging. And there's one away here in the top of the fourth. Correction, I apologize.
One thing I'm also seeing, Jacob, is there's a little action going on in the Penn State bullpen. I wonder if Nate Cabot's night, or I guess morning, is done.
Joey Badillion, freshman, stepping up for his second at bat. He struck out back in the first inning. First pitch on the inside for a ball. 1-0. Here's the pitch from Zamkov. That one
foul tipped
and caught by the catcher, but 1 ball and a strike.
One thing I don't think we mentioned yet, Jacob, is today is a doubleheader. So what you really need from your pitchers is a little bit of ooh as he throws over and he just gets back in time. But what you need from your pitchers is a quality start today. You need them to pitch innings. Obviously, they have Syracuse has their co-ace, Dan Goodstad, starting game 2 of the series. He's good for probably 4 or 5 innings, depending on how he's feeling. But what you really need here from Justin Zamkov is a nice deep outing.
And there was another fun attempt there for Penn State. That time, Joey Badillion, but he missed it and a strike. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch, runner goes from first, grounded to the pitcher Zamkov. He'll fire over to Jack Levine. Low ball, but Levine makes the play. And Gesk advances to second for Penn State. 1 away here, or 2 away in the top of the fourth.
I want to apologize for a comment I made earlier. I said that Robbie Frigola was starting at second base. Senior Christian Thack is starting at second base. Robbie's starting at third base today.
It's all good here. We allow mistakes on Syracuse Club Baseball Network.
We're allowed mistakes.
Zamkov's first pitch was low for a ball. It's Aaron Kirby, the left fielder for Penn State. He grounds one over to short, charging and making the play to retire Kirby was Adam Neufeld. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Syracuse leads at 1-0. We will be right back on the Syracuse Club Baseball Network. Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth here in cold but beautiful Syracuse, New York. This is Adam Neufeld at the dish for the Orange as he grounds one through the hole, and that's the second hit of the morning for Syracuse. So another inning with an early base runner.
What did I tell you, Jacob? Jason told me that Adam Neufeld is the table setter for this team, similar to how Francisco Lindor table sets for the Mets. When he gets on early in an inning, you expect good things to happen, as now we have Justin Zamkoff, correct?
No, this is Oliver Green. The
Oliver
freshman.
Green, my apologies.
Zamkoff
Is
due
on
on
deck.
next.
Yes.
As the first pitch to Green is inside for a ball. You mentioned Francisco Lindor, and that really just breaks my heart on this morning. You bring back all the pain from that Phillies Mets series just a few weeks ago.
I was very happy in that series. But you know what? Two really good baseball teams. I expect big things from them in the future, and I hope that we can just go out and compete in the playoffs for the next couple of years. As stressful as it may be to face the Mets and Phillies play each other in the playoffs, baseball's always good when the NL East is represented in the Fall Classic.
There was a throw over from Cabot, but sliding back was Neufeld. Green, a freshman, hoping that he can be a big part of the equation for Syracuse this season as they try to get back to the regional tournament. They missed it last year. Tough year for them. They went 9-8 overall, just 8-7 in divisional play, and they failed to qualify for regions just a year after making it all the way to the regional final before falling to New Hampshire. There's a pitch from Cabot in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike for Green. Neufeld leads off first. Cabot sets and delivers. That one fouled. Back against the screen, so count goes full. Jared, what can you tell us about Oliver Green?
So, as I mentioned before, Jason Weiss told me that club baseball has been looking for a good catcher. They haven't had one in good years, and Oliver Green came in, super excited to work, and he's been really good behind the dish. Jason Weiss told me he's especially good at framing. Obviously just getting a few extra inches off the side of the strike zone as Oliver takes ball 4 for a walk. He's a particularly good framer, good blocker, puts the ball in play, just a good guy.
Syracuse threatening again here. Last inning, we mentioned the early base runner, and again, now runners first and second.
Now batting
Nobody down.
is Q's baseball Shohei Ohtani, Justin Zamkoff.
Zamkoff and lights out on the mound through 4 innings. Let's see if he can contribute at the plate here. He's going to bunt it down the third base line, charging his Cabot. He'll fire to first in time to retire Zamkoff, but Zamkoff comes in, does his job, advances the runner, so now second and third with 1 out.
Looking like an old-fashioned pitcher hitting, putting a bunt down, especially in today's game. There's the DH and there's two-way players like Shohei Ohtani. You don't often see pitchers lay down bunts anymore, so it's always a treat to see a pitcher lay down a bunt.
And that was textbook all around. Great bunt by Zamkoff, great play by Cabot, get off the mound and fire to first. Just good offense, good situational hitting, and good fielding by the Penn State pitcher.
Now we have sophomore Jack Levine at the plate with runners on second and third.
First pitch, low, and ball 1 to Levine.
What I've never understood, Jacob, is right now the one umpire sitting behind the pitcher's mound. I feel like that's the best place to call balls and strikes. I never understood why they were always behind the catcher.
I think that's a good question. I think if you asked professional umpires what their take on that is, I'm sure they would have a pretty firm and strong opinion.
It just feels like you could see it. I feel like the only downside would be maybe you can't see if it comes across at the knees or not. But what kind of advantage do you have calling balls and strikes from behind the catcher? I never understood. As that's ball 2, I believe.
2 balls, no strikes to Levine. Levine last season, just 4 at-bats, just recorded 1 hit, 2 RBIs, and a walk. Struck out 3 times.
And as we mentioned, Jack Levine is starting in place of the injured Jason Weiss. We're wishing a speedy recovery for you, Jason, if you're watching. But let's see what the sophomore can do in this opportunity. Obviously, Jason's a junior. He doesn't have much time left on the team, so we'll see what Jack Levine can do, and maybe if he can become a mainstay on this team in the next 2-3 years.
Last pitch was in there for a strike. Cabot. And Levine calls time. He'll sniff off. Not to be confused with our good friend, also named Jack Levine.
Yes. Hope he's watching.
Cabot's pitch. Swung on and missed.
Way out in front. Seemed it was a changeup, as that's out number 2 on a strikeout. And I will say, for any viewers we may have right now, can you just put a comment down in the chat? Just let us know you're here. Just give you a little shout out, maybe.
So 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. So an opportunity for Syracuse to expand on that 1-0 lead. And now it's going to be Finley Thompson.
He's
freshman
way
swings and
behind
misses.
the fastball. I feel like Nate Cabot might be working a little backwards, starting with the off speed and then pumping in 90 after 2-3 pitches.
Another pitch swung on and missed by Thompson. So quickly, 0-2.
And this inning that looks so promising for Syracuse is eerily close to ending not very good.
2nd and 3rd, 1 out to walk away with nothing from it would be disappointing. As Thompson grounds one through
Up
the hole,
the middle.
a base hit, rounding for 3rd and heading for home is Green. He's gonna score. Throw it over to 2nd, not in time, and a big hit for the freshman Finley Thompson to drive in 2 more and a 3-0 lead for Syracuse.
We mentioned, Jacob, that he has power and he has speed, and he put it on display there. But one thing I did notice is I feel like they may have had to play at home. I feel like the catcher rushed it a little bit. I feel like the throw beat him. If he just turned around and put the tag down, they may have had him. But costly errors like that lead to big innings, as we have a 3-0 game now in the bottom of the 4th with a runner on 2nd.
As Fragola grounds the first pitch over to 3rd, fires, and he's retired. But a big inning for Syracuse nonetheless. Finley Thompson, the freshman, drives in 2 with 2 outs. We'll head to the top of the 5th, 3-0 Syracuse. Welcome back, top of the 5th here in Syracuse with the Orange leading the Nittany Lions 3-0. Michael McGonigal set to bat to lead off the top of the 5th for Penn State, the junior second baseman. 286 hitter last season with the Nittany Lions. 7 RBIs, 5 walks, along with 5 strikeouts. There's Zamkoff's pitch.
He pops
That
it up
one
high. Ooh, the wind
popped
bringing
up
that one a little
into
bit
right
all over
field.
the place.
And making the play for Syracuse is Finley Thompson. So making plays on offense in the last inning and plays defensively here to start the 5th.
I apologize, Jacob, for cutting you off there earlier, but I was just saying the wind it's really strong today. It's blowing the ball all over the place. Obviously, we said it's going out to right field, so the ball was pushed a little further than maybe it should have been.
Good play by Thompson to track it down, and there's one away here to start the 5th. Now it's Tony DeMichael, the 9-hitter.
Interesting last name, DeMichael, but as I mentioned earlier, baseball is full of fun last names.
First pitch was off the plate for a ball. DeMichael, 222 hitter last season, 8 hits and 36 at-bats, just 4 RBIs.
That's another ball. I believe the count's 3-0.
It is 3-0, so Zamkoff in a little trouble here, trying to avoid putting on a base runner and the pitch. That one in there for a strike, so DeMichael taking
But we got some comments.
and watches strike one of the at-bat.
Comment from Ronald Strominger, my dad. You guys are doing a great job. I was also wondering how the umpire behind the home plate could call the pitches. So I guess we have other people who are also interested in the same idea.
Well, Ron Strominger, great to have you on. Always nice when you're in town, and good to connect with you through the broadcast as Zamkoff delivers ball 4. So DeMichael is aboard for the Nittany Lions here in the 5th.
We also have Grimmade IT out here. Says you're what up, Grimmade IT? I don't know if we know who that is, but you know what? We're excited to have you.
Wesley Moss out for his 3rd at-bat.
I believe he's walked twice, right?
First pitch, Ma bunting, Zamkoff off the mound, not going to get there, and Ma's in there with an infield hit on the bunt. So Penn State getting the inning started with a flyout and then following it up with a walk and an infield bunt to put 2 runners aboard, first and
Most
second.
bunts are out in the infield, Jacob.
That would be correct. I was more so saying an infield hit, infield bunt. You know what I meant.
I got you. And the sure-handed Robbie Frigola didn't have a chance to make that play as it was bobbled around by Justin Zamkoff.
That one laced over to short. Neufeld can't make the play, and the runner's going to head for home. The throw from Neufeld, it is not in time. So DeMichael scoring from second on the bobbled ground ball. I wonder how they'll score that. I'm going to guess probably an error by Neufeld. But nonetheless, the Nittany Lions have their first run off the bat of Owen Shaw, the freshman. So for Penn State, they cut the lead to 2. It's 3-1 Syracuse. And the Nittany Lions an opportunity to add more with the runner on first and third and still just the lone out.
Adam Neufeld, the leader on the field, is trying to calm his team down, just trying to figure out where the ball's going on a double play ball.
Chase Blanchard steps up for the Nittany Lions. Zamkoff checks the runner over at first.
Looks like we got a little bit of movement going on in the Cuse bullpen.
Zamkoff fires over first, that one.
One thing I will say is that Justin Zamkoff has a great pickoff move. It's nice and quick. I mentioned earlier he got the first run of the game, Wesley Ma, but he's thrown the ball accurately every time, which has been really big as the runner takes off for second, and he will get in without a throw.
That was Owen Shaw going from first to second. No throw from the catcher, Oliver Green. So now 2 runners in scoring position.
And only 1 out, Jacob, right?
Just alone out and a chance for the Nittany Lions to tie things up possibly with a single. Hard cut there from Blanchard to foul it back off the screen. No balls and a strike. Zamkoff sets and his pitch. Another foul. 2 strikes.
As that ball makes its
For
way on the
Blanchard.
other field.
Yeah, all the way over onto that little league field, just behind the bigger one here.
Zamkoff working quickly
Swung on.
and gets a strikeout on a nasty curveball, it seemed like. That ball just died out on its way to home plate. It looks like it was coming right at your knees. It's going to be a low strike, and then it just vanishes right at home plate.
Blanchard went down in the dirt to get that one, and he couldn't get it. So 2 outs here as Mark O'Brien swings at the first pitch from Zamkoff, and it's 0-1.
Looked like a good changeup.
We mentioned the 11 RBIs for O'Brien last year, looking to get his first RBIs of the new campaign here as he grounds one foul down the third baseline. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Zamkoff trying to escape the inning with allowing just the lone run. No balls, 2 strikes. Zamkoff readies and the pitch. That one high and inside as O'Brien quickly jumps out of the way.
I don't believe that was a purpose pitch, but I don't think it was also completely an accident. These hitters have looked comfortable up at the plate this inning. Maybe Justin Zamkoff just reminding them this is my plate.
That one from O'Brien, lined short left field, charging on and making the play for Syracuse is Keaton Sawada.
Yeah.
And the side is retired. Great job by Zamkoff to get out of the inning. He strands 2 on second and third. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. It's Syracuse 3 and Penn State 1.
This inning is brought to you by Varsity. What's the full name? Varsity Grill?
I'd say Varsity.
Varsity Pizza and Grill on Marshall Street. If you're ever in need of a really good chicken Caesar salad wrap, hit up Varsity.
Here's the freshman Keenan Sawada for Syracuse, as Cabot's first pitch was just off for a ball.
One thing I've noticed about Keenan so far is he has a very good eye. He's a very patient hitter. Stephen Kwan-esque, I'd say. As there's a great stop by the shortstop, but it's not nearly in time.
Yeah, really good, strong diving play to keep that ball in the infield by Joey Badillion. But Sawada, speedy youngster for Syracuse, beats the throw, but a good play nonetheless to avoid any further damage. And for Sawada, another hit after a strong debut a few weeks ago against Ithaca. 1 for 1 in his first career game, and then just a run and a walk in his second career before
Foul ball
before
down the
adding
field line.
A 2-hit performance to cap off his weekend with 2 RBIs in Game 3 against Ithaca, which was an 8-1 win for Syracuse. That's the first pitch. Cordner sees, he fouls down the third baseline. No balls and a strike, runner on first. Syracuse leads 3-1 as a throw over from Cabot. Doesn't catch Sawada.
Here's some movement in the Syracuse bullpen right now. And by bullpen, we mean a little grass field right in front of us.
Cordner fouls off another, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Sawada leads off first and the pitch. That one down into right field, charging and making the play
That ball
for
just,
Penn State.
That ball just stayed up for right fielder Tony DeMichael. It looked like it may have dropped early on, but it just kept carrying.
Thought maybe Cordner was gonna get a hit, and with Sawada's speed, he certainly could have gone first to third. But DeMichael, a nice job to charge on, and that ball really just died for him. And
Who's batting now?
hung up. This is now Christian Thack, second base senior for Syracuse. Sawada still on first as a throw over by Cabot.
One thing about Christian Thack, he's a senior. He's one of the leaders of the team along with Alex Cordner. And the story about Christian Thack is 2 years ago when the Syracuse Club baseball team played at MBT Stadium, the Mets AAA Stadium. He had a walk-off hit 2 years ago. So let's hope we can keep that magic alive.
No balls and a strike to Thack. 3-1 Syracuse, bottom of the 5th. Sawada goes. Thack puts one into right field, and Sawada's going to go to third. A base hit for Christian Thack. And Sawada stealing goes first to third, and Syracuse an opportunity to extend the lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
Lefty Sammy Wolf is up in the bullpen right now.
Wolf pitched in Game 2 against Ithaca on September 30th. 2 innings pitched, no earned runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts in a 4-3 SU win. meeting on the mound for Penn State here. There is movement in the Penn State pen, but it doesn't appear like anyone's ready to come into the game quite yet. Christian Thack on first, the freshman Keenan Sawada on third. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. Syracuse leads it 3-1. Cabot trying to keep his team within two.
Christian Thack with a sizable lead off first base.
First pitch, chopped that, and fouled back by Adam Neufeld.
Wind is starting to pick up here. I'm curious to see what happens if that ball goes up in the air. It might be hard to find it and catch it in the air.
No balls and a strike to Neufeld. Trying to drive in another run for Syracuse. As that pitch was high and inside. And it's 1-1. Pitch from Cabot. That one inside. You can hear the umpire all the way from here. Letting everyone know where that one was. And it's 2 balls and a strike.
It looks like they're coming in from the Penn State bullpen. Expect to see a pitching change if he walks them here on this full count. Full count or 3-1?
3-1.
My
That's another
apologies.
ball from Cabot. So Neufeld, if he can work a walk here, he'll load the bases for the freshman Oliver Green.
One thing I've noticed about every ball put in play has been, as that one comes up towards us, Jacob Robaum reaches back and it's not anywhere close.
Well, maybe I had a chance on that one.
One thing I've noticed about all balls put in play this game is there's not been a lot of pop-ups. There's been a lot of ground balls, a lot of line drive. They're really working on, and one thing they've been really working on recently, the club baseball teams, are launch angle. It's taken over the MLB and it's taken over, I guess, all the way down here. It's really focusing on keeping that bat level, keeping that bat plane straight, and just trying to put that ball in play really hard as there's a walk.
The 3-2 from Cabot was low, and the bases are loaded for the Orange. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change here for Penn State.
The infield's coming in together. Number 30, Nate Cabot, he's looking around.
And
I don't know exactly what he's looking for.
Cabot, so his day is done. 4 1/3. He allows 3 earned runs for Penn State. And Syracuse, we'll see their second pitcher of the morning. It's number 28, Thomas Sheffley, a freshman from Cranberry, Pennsylvania, on to pitch. So we'll step aside. A pitching change here at Van Dyne Field. It's 3-1 Syracuse when we come back. Welcome back here at Van Dyne Field. Tommy Sheffley, the new pitcher for Penn State, a lefty, a freshman, making his collegiate debut on the mound. So Syracuse, with the bases loaded and 1 out, quite the spot to step in for your first college baseball action.
I can't imagine the nerves he's feeling right now. If I'm a pitcher, the first thing you really want is you just want your first strike. Once you get your strike, you're a pitcher, and it's new. Oh, and there you go. First pitch, first strike for Tommy Scheifele.
And it's a freshman on freshman battle with catcher Oliver Green for Syracuse.
Let's see if the cleanup hitter can come up big in this spot.
He fouls one back.
Oh, nearly hits a car.
Nearly drilling a GMC in the parking lot. That would not have been good, but no damage
As he parks
done.
the car right where the ball just went.
0-2 to Oliver Green. Tommy Scheifele trying to retire his first batter. Fires in there, but it's off the plate. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Green. Scheifele readies with the 1-2. That one chopped down the third base line. Foul. So we'll do it all over again. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Left-handed pitcher Sammy Wolf is up in the pen. Between innings, we had a chance to speak with him. So he throws around mid to low 80s. Has a fastball, curveball, changeup mix. Excited to see what he can do if he has the opportunity to come on today.
As Oliver Green swings and misses, and there's 2 away here in the second part of the 5th inning.
Now batting is Shohei Ohtani, Justin Zamkov. I mean, last at bat we saw Justin Zamkov lay down a bunt in a different situation. Do you see any world he can do that this game or no?
No, this is definitely a swing away. I mean, unless you were thinking maybe
A little suicide squeeze.
With 2 outs, though, it's
difficult.
It's swing away as the first pitch from Scheifele's off the plate. It's 1-0.
Oh.
Zamkov hit in the first game against Ithaca, went 1 for 2 with a walk and a run. That one high. Scheifele doesn't like it as he
Shakes his head.
pouts a bit on the mound, but it's 2-0 nonetheless. Scheifele readies and delivers. That one swung on and missed.
Wow, that was a real late swing there from Zamkov. I don't even think he saw it out of the hands.
2 balls and a strike to Justin Zamkov. And the pitch. Zamkov watches that one, and it's in there for a strike.
That was a relatively low strike there called by the umpire. But, as a batter, you don't get to call it dictate your own strike zone. You got to deal with it. And you got to just swing at anything close here on 2 strikes.
2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded. Bottom of the 5th here. Syracuse leads at 3-1. Scheifele ready with the 2-2.
Ooh, that
one's high.
What did that look like? A changeup? A curveball? It looked a lot slower.
Definitely something off speed there.
Yeah.
But didn't find its way in the zone, and the count is full. Scheifele with the 3-2 pitch. That one low, and he walks in a run. So an RBI walk for Justin Zamkov, and Syracuse gets a bit of an insurance tally to restore their 3-run lead. It's 4-1 here in the 5th.
Great job by Justin Zamkov. You could be your own pitcher's best friend. Pitcher's best friend is scoring runs, and he did it for himself right there.
And for Zamkov, count even up 2-2, and then able to work 2 balls and walk in a run. So they don't ask how you score them. They just ask that you score them. And walks, hits, doesn't matter. It's a run nonetheless.
Because there's a strike on the outside part of the plate there for who's batting right now.
Jack Levine.
Jack Levine. Oh, I don't believe that's Jack Levine. I believe there's a pinch hitter now. Oh, Charlie Goodstad is now pinch hitting. Charlie, the younger brother of Dan Goodstad, starter of Game 2.
That is Charlie Goodstad, good friend of ours.
Good friend of the podcast. Not podcast.
All-around infielder. Told us he mostly does his fielding at third base.
Excited to see maybe he can start next game. No guarantees, though. It's a dog-eat-dog world. You just got to be ready for anything.
Scheifele with the pitch to Goodstad.
That
Another one off speed there. That was just off the plate. 2 balls and a strike for Goodstad. Charlie's older brother Dan is going to start Game 2 of this doubleheader. Scheifele delivers, and that one swung on and miss. And Goodstad goes down swinging. So Syracuse adds another run here in the bottom of the 5th. When we come back, it's the top of the 6th. It's Syracuse 4 and Penn State 1.
This inning is brought to you by TJ Maxx, your cost-efficient, low-budget clothing store.
Welcome back. Top of the sixth, about to get underway here. Syracuse lead the Nittany Lions 4-1.
We have a special guest now, starting pitcher of Game 2, Dan Goodset. Dan, your brother Charlie just took an at-bat, struck out on 4 pitches, but what can you say so far about the effort you've seen from your co-ace, Justin Zamkoff?
He's been great. He's going out there and he's basically saying, you're going to have to beat me. He's pounded the zone. He's made good pitches in good spots, and he's limiting the damage, and that's all we can ask for. And he's only 82 pitches right now in the 6th, so we're hoping that he goes hopefully the whole way, but at least for now, keeps the 3-1 lead.
We saw the lefty, Sammy Wolf, warming up last inning. Could we expect to see him this game, or are you guys trying to save him for the next game in case something happens and you can't go the full game?
You can expect anything. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in this game. They have some lefties at the bottom of the order, I believe. But they're bottom of the order right now. If the top of the order comes around for, I think, a 4th time, 3rd time, whatever it is, you could expect Sammy to come in.
And could you talk just for a second about, is the lefty righty match, is that as important at this level, or is it more just you just put your best pitchers in the best spots?
It's not as important at this level. We're fine going Sammy against a righty. We're fine going Justin against a lefty. It doesn't really matter at this level. Obviously, it matters. But here, we're going to put our best pitcher in the best spot. We need this game. We're at 4-1 in the 6th. Got to win games that you're supposed to win. Obviously, there's 2 more games left in the series, but for now, we're going
Had a good start to the top of the 6th for Zamkoff.
Yeah.
As he strikes out Zaberchik. There's a pop-up. And the catcher, Oliver Green, unable to make the play. But no balls and a strike.
Dan, last question. What can we expect to see for you from your second start? What's looking good? Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling good. I haven't really started warming up yet. I'm just start warming up probably next inning. Once the game ends. But you can expect me hopefully to attack the zone. This is a good team that we're playing against.
That's a hard hit ball under the glove of first baseman Jack Levine.
Joey Badillion lines a single into right field.
Oh, Charlie Goodstad is now in at first base. What? Oh, it's Charlie Goodstad wearing a Jack Levine jersey in at first base.
So we've got a little jersey mix-up going on here, confusing us broadcasters. Well, Dan, thank you for taking the time to join us here, and best of luck out in Game 2.
And we're very excited to see Dan Goodstad take the mound in Game 2.
First pitch from
Charlie
Zamkoff.
Goodstad lets the ball go under his glove for a single.
Was fouled back. No balls and a strike. Runner on first, 1 out here in the 6th. Penn State trails Syracuse 4-1. Zamkoff fires over to first. Nearly had Badillion, but unable to make the play.
I believe, Jay Kleiman commented, Jack Levine jersey sales just went up. Yep.
There's another strike from Zamkoff as Kirby swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
I believe Charlie Goodstad is not representing the number 8 well with that error on the hard hit ball to him. But you know what? This is a team sport. You're going to just ask your boys to pick you up. As there's the ball in the dirt. Ump says he did not go.
Zamkoff checked with the ump to see if he got him to go, but he held back, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
We'd love to give it
a big lead off first. And swung on and missed. Zamkoff strikes out Kirby. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning.
Always talk about Jack Levine of the club baseball team. We'd like to give a shout out to Jack Levine of our friends. Heard he's watching this game. Heard he made a really good buffalo chicken dip yesterday. Would love some if he has some extra.
I got some of that buffalo chicken dip. It was delicious. And unfortunately for Jack, the buffalo chicken dip was about the only thing that went well for him last night. We all saw how that Yankee game ended. Jack, a big Yankee fan. Just imagine he's feeling a little upset this morning.
I believe majority of this club. Ooh, that's close. I believe majority of this club baseball team are Yankees fans. So it's gonna be interesting to see if their heads are in the right spot following the disappointing walk-off loss.
Throw over from Zamkoff there, nearly had Badillion.
Jay Kleiman would like us to drop the recipe of the buffalo chicken dip. We'll text our friend Jack Levine. We'll see if he sends it. No guarantees. It's a very special recipe to him and his family, so we'll see.
1 ball and a strike here to McGonigal.
There's a
another one in
strike.
there for a strike.
He drops the curveball in right at the knees.
1 ball and 2 strikes to McGonigal. Zamkoff trying to send Syracuse into the 7th with at least a 4-1 lead. And
he
strike 3, he
strikes
got
him
him
out.
looking. So Justin Zamkoff goes 6 innings, allows just 1 run. And Syracuse strands Badillion at first base. They carry a 4-1 lead into the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back on the SU Baseball Network. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th underway here at Van Dyne Field.
We have an 0-2 count here to
Finley Thompson, the freshman.
who has so far the biggest hit in this game. I believe it was an RBI double, a 2 RBI double with 2 outs. As he fouls, he just gets a piece of 1. Wanted to mention that last inning was brought to you by Costco Wholesale. Rather you're in the market for paper towels, toilet paper, a chicken bake, or a double chunk chocolate cake, Costco has everything.